Super Mario World. So this is actually last year I played this game on Mario Day, March 10th, Mario Day. And it was just a one-off. I want to play a Mario game. And this is the game that I ended up playing. And this is one of my favorite games ever. I love this game, not just because it's a Mario game. This is just a good game altogether. So I'm going to go through here and I'm going to review this game on these key elements here: story and characters, music and audio, graphics and visuals, level design, and gameplay. And if you look to the right of each of these categories, you'll notice a multiplier. And each of those multipliers indicates how important it is to me. So we'll start with story and characters, which is the least important thing to me in video games. I'm not big on story or characters. So with Mario World in particular, but really any Mario game, the story is almost non-existent. It's basically, oh my God, King Koopa or Bowser kidnapped somebody and now we have to save them. Oh, like it's negligible, the story. So I try to focus on the characters. And in this game, Mario's on point, of course, but it's the introduction of Yoshi. So a huge character in the franchise was introduced in this one. So obviously the characters in this game are fantastic. And I also like that it wasn't just King Koopa, but it was all of King Koopa's kids that you were kind of taking down before you finally got to Koopa. So I definitely like the characters in this. Story, super basic. I'm going to go with a 4.5. And it's not going to get to a 5 because the story is too basic. In a typical Mario game, you'd probably be around a 4. But the reason it's higher than a 4 is because Yoshi, come on, introduction of Yoshi. That's worth at least a half a point. So music and audio for this game, I can't tell you how many times as a kid I went and I beat this game just so I can hear the end credit song. I love that end credit song. It's always stuck in my head. The overworld levels music are great. The all the little sound effects, the Yoshi sound effect is great. The little when you have that stupid cape and you're like going through the air, that little stupid meow, meow sound effect. I love it all. I love it all. This is a 5. This is a 5. Music and audio gets a 5. Graphics and visuals. For a Super Nintendo game, this looked fantastic. It was so vibrant. It was so colorful. It looked fantastic. It runs great. 5. Hello. This game looks fantastic. It still holds up today. I still love playing it. I still love looking at it and playing it today. Level design. They basically did everything that you would expect in a platformer game and more. The fact that you can fly through the levels makes it a totally different experience depending on how you want to play it. You can beat multiple levels in different ways, and that gives you different paths to go on your journey. Like this game for its time did everything and more. Mario 3 was cool because you could see the overworld and kind of go through it. This game changed it because you couldn't see the path until you beat the level, and then whatever path emerged, you didn't know if there was another way to beat that level. So it kept you guessing on each of the levels to try to beat it differently. And then getting those little exclamation points made new paths in the game. This is another 5. It was amazing. The level design in this. Gameplay. The fact that you can fly through the levels, being on Yoshi allowed you to walk on different material and different spikes without getting hurt. I don't know what to say. I want to give it a 5. This is another 5. This game is flawless. You guys, this is one of the best games. I'm going to give it a 5 right there. The weakest part of this game is the story. And that's really the only reason I can't give it a 5 is because they didn't really do much with the story. The characters were on point. Everything else in this game is just flawless. There's a reason why I come back to this game at least once a year, probably more, and just play the game just to play the game. And every time I sit down to play it, I think I'll just do a few levels, maybe get to the second world, and then I get to the third world, and then the fourth world. And the next thing you know, I'm trying to get through that lost forest. And the next thing you know, I'm in the haunted ship. And next thing you know, I'm fighting Bowser. So everything about this game is so good, so much fun. It's such a great game. I'm so glad that I streamed this game. I'm so glad that it's actually in my inventory of games that I've beaten. So there you have it. 99%. Basically just about a flawless game. Thank you so much for coming to hang out. Have a good week. I will see you next Saturday, and we'll finish up Resident Evil 4. All right, everybody. Have a good week. I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Too bad about Kenny, huh? Life in big city.